with a sticker that's hard to use. One common problem is frayed.
What's that?
What's this? What's this?
Who's doing that?
Wait, Fabio, so you said somebody stole your figure?
Yeah, that was great. He like somebody stole it from my office, and then
Yeah,
click
no,
just cuts him off.
Yeah, because this guy has no manners, disrespectful. Hey guys.
First seconds you broke my stream. Hello everyone and welcome to our 9th live stream. As you can see, we start always with a high note from Fabio, as it's common. But yeah, we have a lot to talk today, from announcements from InArt, the Gandalf one, and we will talk about some releases as well. As you can see, I got today here with me Graham from the Jedi Night's Watch. You should definitely subscribe to his channel. Great content. How are you, my friend?
I'm well. Thank you for the invite. This is my second time on the show. Always love chatting it up with my buddies on the panel here. Ready for some fun. Hello, everybody in the chat.
Amazing.
But
and of course,
before we get all the way started, once we do the intros, we do need to hear that story about Fabs. I want to know
exactly.
I want to know who and how someone stole it from his office. That Spider-Man.
It's not as exciting as it sounds.
But you said the classic suit Spider-Man, the new one, or which Spider-Man?
That one.
Man, that's crazy.
Is it some kid whose mom was getting acupuncture or something?
No. It was actually, they left it. UPS left it outside the
Oh.
when the door was closed, so they figured when they get back in, when we go back, and then I didn't even know I got it shipped until I saw it. I was like, where's my other figure? And I looked, it was like shipped weeks prior, until I realized, and I was like, you know what? So I filed a claim, and then they finally shipped it.
I thought you had it on display and somebody like actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. See, that's what I thought too. You had displayed.
Yeah, no, imagine.
That's what I thought. I was like, damn, that's brave.
No, I don't bring stuff to my office anyway. Absolutely not.
Gotcha.
Can I go on now, or
yes, you are clear. You may proceed.
Yeah, so we got with us as well FABSFIGURES. How are you?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me. What's up, guys?
Yeah, man, yeah. And of course, P-Rock with his rocking that shirt. I love that shirt.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Yeah.
What's up? You just start your live streams, right? You did your first one last
Yeah,
week?
it was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. First one on Saturdays, just a little UFC talk, quick figure talk type thing going on. Just hang out. Usually hang out. Saturday night hang out.
Are you going to do like weekly, schedule weekly?
Yeah.
Which you need to let everyone know. So
no, I will. So as of right now, I plan to do 11:30 every Saturday. 11:30, 11:45. Okay. It depends what time the fights end.
Okay, great.
I can't really play the fights on during the stream. I don't get copywritten.
So since you guys know, yesterday InArt announced their Gandalf. So we are going to start with these right here. To get everyone excited for this InArt Gandalf, which the community is a bit divided about the pricing. At least not everyone is quite happy with it. I don't know if the stores already opened the pre-orders for it. I think they will open this morning, at least for overseas. But I think it's a promising figure. The rooted hair looks, I think it looks very good. The likeness is quite there, and having the rolling eyes, as they said in the description, it changes a lot for this figure. The Asmus one is those rolling eyes, but the eyes, I don't know if any of you own the Asmus one, the Crown series. You have one, right, Pre-Rock?
Yeah.
I think the eyes are a bit sunken, and it's a bit difficult for you to see those blue eyes, the Gandalf eyes. This one seems a bit more accurate, but it also comes with a price. Let me know your thoughts about this, Graham. What do you think? It's something that you consider? We are talking about the price that will go around, let's say, $500 to $520 shipped to US.
It's not something I'm going to consider just because I'm a casual Lord of the Rings fan. I do own the original trilogy. I've never read the books. I enjoy watching them once in a while, but I stick to more of like Star Wars. That's kind of my franchise that I'm in all the way on. So this is going to be one that I'm going to admire from afar, but I am going to admire the hell out of this one because this looks like a work of art. And I know, Queen Studios has made their way doing statues, so I wouldn't expect kind of any less craftsmanship from them. So the fact that they're doing this in 1/6 scale form is really, really impressive. I think the likeness, in my opinion, looks spot on. And some of those, I couldn't even tell if this is like a photo of him or of Gandalf, or if this is the actual figure. It looks that good. I love the base. It's going to be a magnetic base. You get up close, you see all the wrinkles, you see all the skin discolorations. To me, I think it looks good. The rooted hair looks good, and that's what's going to probably set this figure apart in price. I know the Joker was listed at $400 for the single pack sculpted hair, so this is going to be obviously more than that. Lord of the Rings, to me, there's a big following, but I don't think it's as wide of an audience as a Star Wars, a Marvel, even a DC.
Yeah.
So I do think it's gonna sit, especially with that price range, because who are they trying to go after here? If they're trying to go after 6 scale collectors, this seems to be a bit high in price. So you're kind of in between like statue and 6 scale, where you're like in the middle, and you're almost like, man, you're like, I don't know. To me, it looks so good, but I can't justify spending that kind of money unless it was like maybe one of my all-time favorite, characters. Then maybe, but this is one that I'm going to admire from afar.
And that's a good point and completely understandable. This does come with a price. The price for this figurine that was announced yesterday officially by Queen Studios, it's in China. The price is $440, give it or take. So if you count the shipping to US, it will go around $520, something like that. P-Rock, you have the Asmus one.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Selling the Asmus one and get this one, or get both?
I'm in a predicament because I don't like some of my figures. 1, 2. Like I see this, but I'm not like blown away. I see it does look nice. It doesn't have the same amount of accessories as the Asmus one. The base, I don't like the base. And I understand it's magnetic, but it's just a flat piece of rock. Like there's no detail to it. It should have at least had some lava on there or fire from Balrog, or even Balrog's like the end of his whip when it wrapped around his leg and kind of pulled him into the pit. It should have at least some more color to it. I think it's just a blank slab of rock with his name on it. So to me, that's a little too plain. And then when you put him on the rock, he covers most of it. So it's not even a big piece. That it's like it just, I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. The base, and to me, it's like I don't want to sell my Asmus one. It's hard for me to sell figures, but like I don't see the big jump from this to the Asmus. Yes, the face sculpt is better. Like the eyes are better. The Asmus one is true as well. So like when you see it from the side, the eyes do look sunken in. But from the front, you don't see it. You don't really have that issue. When you see it from the front, it looks fine. So the way I have them displayed, I have the other figures kind of blocking his side, so you never see that side. So you can get away with it. It's just, to me, like I don't. The Asmus one is $350. This is $5. I think I forgot what site has it. Someone mentioned it earlier. 1/6 kit, they have it for $550 in the US.
This one is $550 now.
$550. Yep.
Okay.
It's one of those sites, 1/6 kit, or one of those overseas ones. They have it for $550. So to me, that's like a $200 jump. So for me, even if I sell the Asmus one, that's another $200 I got to put in for this figure right here. So like the beard looks better, yes, I admit that, and then the eyes are better, but it's not like $200 better. Like it just didn't blow my mind. I was expecting a little bit more, but at the same time too, I'm kind of happy because I didn't want to buy double figures. I'm probably gonna wait for the Aragon one. I definitely want that one because I already have Legos, so we'll see. But it does look nice. If you don't have the Asmus one, or you don't like the Asmus one, then I would definitely get this if you're a Lord of the Rings fan. But if you have the Asmus one, in my opinion, just even accessory, it's like the same body, almost same outfit. It's just the head sculpt. Like the beard looks a little bit better, and the eyes look a bit better. But to me, it's not $200 better.
And can you kind of customize the base with the Asmus one? Can you change it around a little bit?
You can take pieces off. You don't have to put all the pieces on there. You can have mailbox.
You cannot customize. What you can do is you can use the base without anything there, or you can use with the gate. But then if you use the gate there,
no, but you don't have to put everything, because you don't have to put the mailbox either. On mine, I don't have the mailbox.
My meaning is that when you use the fence and the mailbox, the space for Gandalf to pose is very limited. You don't have a lot of space, because there are some stairs that also limit a bit. You need to work well the pose. But the one that comes here with the InArt one is a very simple base.
Exactly,
it's just
very
like
simple.
A small stone.
One thing they did do better, I mean, I just see it now in the pictures, is the hat. The Asmus one, the hat sucks. You can't even put the hat on Gandalf because you put it on, it's like too high, and because they have a magnet there, they should have put the magnet a little bit higher in the hat. This one, the hat sits a lot better. So I did forget about that.
That was the problem with Asmus one. They did a magnet in the hat and in the head sculpt that then the hat will stay in place, but it doesn't always stay in place. Yeah, this is the base that they are offering. It's very simple.
It's a rock.
It's just a
I guess
rock.
if I'm comparing it to Hot Toys, I really like it because I wish Hot Toys would do more like this. You know, keep it simple, but yet give us like a diorama base. So like for me, I'm comparing it to that. But if I get what P-Rock's saying. If you're comparing it to what you already have with the Asmus, yeah, this is kind of a letdown. But I think they did a really good job with the accessories too. Like that book looks really sweet. I'm sure it has real pages.
All the same accessories too. I mean, the book can open, but not all the way.
Okay, but remember that they are missing one stuff. Here you only have the pipe stuff. They don't give you the Moria stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in some photos, because I was discussing this today, I actually talked with Zach from Collecting Weekly, because I knew that you would confirm to me about this, and he did. Is that in some photos that you see, this photo here, for example, Gandalf never used the sword with the pipe stuff, only with the Moria stuff. So this is if you are a Lord of the Ring fan, this is completely inaccurate. And the Asmus one have two staffs, right? You have the Moria one and the Isengard one. Isengard, what's the name? I think it's
I forget. It has the gem on it. It has the gem portion, like in the front. So when you use the spells, you have that. That's when I have my play with.
But yeah, this base also works well because it is magnetic, like it was with the Joker. But my question to you, Fabio, is: does the love you feel, the collectors feel for Gandalf, is worth $500 for this figure?
So my thing is, like Graham said, I feel like they're good. If they make a lot, if they make too many of these figures, they're going to sit. But they're going to sit because of the price, like he said. I don't think they're going to sit because of the character. This character, I know nothing about this character. I've never seen the movies. I don't know, anything about him. But I know that the movies have a huge following. It may not be as obvious as, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, but there's a huge following.
It's on the same level.
No, but I'm saying, what I see. I don't like I said, I don't know anything about these people. I don't know anything about the franchise. I don't know.
Grandpa Gandalf.
What do you mean these people? What do you mean these people?
These people
in the movies. So that's why I don't, but I noticed, I've noticed over the years that, it has a really, really big following. So my thing is whoever's going to buy, they're going to buy just because they love the character and they love the movies, and, it is what it is. Price won't matter to those people. But you're going to have the people who would like to get the figure. They're not huge fans. They, it's, in our, Hot Toys competition, we want the figure. Then people are going to have to make some choices. Do I want to pay rent or do I want to get Gandalf? So because it's expensive. It's not a cheap figure. You guys mentioned the price already. So that's the only thing. I think that if they overmake them, meaning produce too many, they're going to sit because they're too expensive. And the people who, who were thinking of buying this, once they saw the price, I could guarantee they were like, absolutely not.
Well, you got to remember too, people, most people that are going to be buying this already are collecting Hot Toys or 6-scale figures. So with all the figures coming out, money's already tight. So are they really going to decide to maybe cancel multiple figures that they thought they were going to get this? I don't know if it's that worth it. Like the Fab said, I think it's gonna, money's not gonna be an option for those that are diehard fans that just want it. But then for those that money is an option, I think there's gonna be so many people that have to pass on it just because with the way that prices are already going, it's just too much.
One thing, in my opinion, I would have bought this because to me the amount of accessories, like I said, this Asmus one you get more accessories and it's cheaper. If they included at least the robes and just like you could switch or a separate body where you could do Gandalf the white, swap them over to the Gandalf the white version, then I definitely would have bought this because I would have had, I already have Gandalf the gray, the Asmus one, and now I have the Gandalf the white. I know they're probably gonna sell Gandalf the whites in the future. It's gonna be the same figure, just exactly what we should have gotten with this one.
The problem is that if they gave you Gandalf the white robes, then you would need to completely change the beard and the hair. Because it's not messed up.
They could probably give us, then they give us another head sculpt.
And then
more money too. Yeah, a bit more money too. Yeah, you're right about that.
Imagine every person that bought
this is wool. You can comb it.
You can comb it, but you can damage it as well. You don't want to. Let me see here a comment because this is the first day and is important. If the price was the same as China, would you buy? Let's say if this was the 450 shipped or 440 shipped, something like that, would it change you guys' mind, or it would be the $50-$60 doesn't make a difference?
To me, it's gotta be. I mean, even if it was, to be honest, if it was $300, I probably still wouldn't get it just because it's not something that I'm passionate about. So I'm not going to put that in my collection. I mean, again, I like Lord of the Rings, but I'm a casual fan, so this isn't on my radar, but I can admire how great of a figure this seems to be from the prototype. So I'm really happy for those that are diehard Lord of the Rings fans that want to get this, because it's good to see, Lord of the Rings getting a little bit of love. We can talk about this later too, but then what about the rest of the line? You kind of got to wonder if they're going to make the rest of the line, or I also think though Gandalf is a standalone character from Lord of the Rings that if you just had Gandalf, you could be just fine too. He's got that dominant role. But no, I mean, it wouldn't change anything for me. It's just not a figure that's on my radar. The
thing is that diehard Lord of the Ring fans, they will not accept the Gandalf as it is because there are too many inaccuracies. It's too much inaccurate. Yep. So they will request changes and they will say this is not right. For example, I'm sure Zach from Collecting Weekly, you will go deep into this and he will tell you that the robes are not the right color, that the staff is not the right one, the sword is not the right one. There are a lot of stuff they need to work out. But I think we still need to see a prototype in end if they can do a video like they did with the Joker, because this one will have the same magnetic ends as the Joker. We still need to see how that works. And that's the other question is like, if you already have the Joker on pre-order, would you go on a second pre-order from a company that you never got a figure in hands?
It's true.
That's
you got to release something before
you are betting yourself there on more than $1,000 in a company that until now only did statues, right? I'm not discrediting them because I know that their statues are amazing, but it's a bit of a bet if you are pre-ordering these figures in the dark, right? But FABIO will not get these P-Rock probably.
If it was like $400, maybe
400. That's not bad.
If it was like at $400, I would get it for $400 if I can get it for that price.
Even
$550.
Even $400 is too much for this. I'm a
Lord of the Rings fan, so I would say, but
I mean, if you're Lord of the Rings,
still, you could be a fan. $400 for a figure, for that is like. I mean, if it had like armor or something to it, I'd be like, all right, cool, but like not that.
Like I said, this has the rolling eyes.
And as
Hot Toys sell with the
Diecast
purse,
sword, yeah.
also
magnetic base,
diecast,
magnetic joints,
magnetic base, magnetic joints, rooted hair.
rooted here, rooted.
Well, I think Game Over Man, he had a good comment. He said, "To me, it seems InArt is trying to create another pricing tier between standard Hot Toys and statues." So I don't even think they're really going for Hot Toys. I think they're just trying to get in the 1/6 scale. But yes, they want to go above Hot Toys, and this is like, if you thought Hot Toys was premium figures, this is like extra premium figures. I mean, you know, you can kind of tell that by the prototypes. So, you know, maybe they are just trying to grab a whole new, you know, a whole new reach of people out there, you know, a kind of maybe even statue people that are running out of room really quick that maybe are going to start getting back into 1/6. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how big of a group that is, though.
You need to understand as well that most of the collectors that could be or possibly interested in this figure, they probably have dozens of pre-orders on Hot Toys right now.
Right.
That sooner or later they are going to come, and that needs to take into account as well. There are a lot coming, and there are a lot of pre-orders. They need to think about, do I really need this Gandalf? Do I need to throw $500 at this Gandalf? It's
and that's why I think the mistake with them, they should have went the route of making characters that Asmus hasn't made yet, where we don't have any kind of form of 6 scale. The fact that they're going with all characters that Asmus already made, they have to knock it out the park.
Yeah, we've seen the list of figures that they're going to make, and most of them were already done. Mira, we're getting Mira.
They would have had better chance making characters that are not out yet. They guarantee people will want those to fill in the collection. They would get those.
You know what I think is happening, and this is, you know, my opinion. I don't want to, you know, insult anybody or offend anybody.
With all due respect, start
what I think is happening is this. At the end of the day, I feel like they got involved with this 1/6 stuff because of money and money only, and I'm going to explain to you why. If you're a company that wants to get in the game, right, and you really want to be competition, and you want to obviously compete with number one, which is Hot Toys, you're going to get in the game and try to, you know, establish your price point near that company. You know what I mean? You're not going to blow it out of the water from the get-go. You're not going to make it. You're not going to last, period. A smart company, if their goal was to last long in the game, my thing would have been start off, like I said, low prices, get the people used to your product, get the people to enjoy your product, like your product, or even, you know, see your product. And that's how you build. You go slowly, and then you're like, okay, we're giving you more stuff. But to start off, you know, immediately $450 and up, a lot of people aren't going to buy at that price. People will buy, not as much as they would hope, not as many as they would want.
I think 350 wasn't the Joker 350?
390.
So that's why I think they're only in it for the money, to see how many people they could get, you know, with those high prices, because at the end of the day, you know, it's going to be all profit anyway. But I feel like that's their mentality, because again, they would have started off completely different if that was the case.
Yeah, that's a good point. And we got some people coming in. Mandalorian interest is in here. How is everything with you? And the Nobi, it's quite an interesting comment. It's trying times right now. We shine the light to those lost in the dark. I understand this comment, and it's in the same line I was talking before. Is that we have so many pre-orders from Hot Toys that when these announcements from InArt appear, and with this price range, it's, even if it's tempting for some people, you need to think financially if you how it's going to be. If you pre-order the Joker already, let's say if you pre-order the rooted Joker, right, in the end of the year or beginning next year, you are going to give the pay for that, the $1,000 or what. This one is coming only next year. They said second quarter, so you still have time, but it's something to think about. And there's a comment here from Toybox, which is quite important as well. He's saying that you've been quoted about $500 for just a painted and rooted head. So a full figure for that price is not bad. It's true, Fabio. You know that the customs normally go for this. If you want,
Get the
but
hell
that's
out of here!
Yeah.
Who the hell is gonna pay $500?
whoa.
No, but I'm not. It's not anger or anything. So relax.
That's how he talks.
What
Don't
I'm
worry
saying
about it.
is,
Don't be offended.
you're justifying that because people are charging you that everybody should pay for that. Not happening. Absolutely not.
And those are 1-in-1. I mean,
Correct.
that's a little bit different, in
Correct.
my opinion. But
Absolutely.
if you're trying to get a large audience to buy your product, I agree. You got to kind of come in close to what Hot Toys is doing if that's where you want to be at. And Hot Toys is doing it where they're gradually screwing us in the rear.
Absolutely. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get somebody hooked and then slowly, and guess what? You have no choice. Netflix did it. Netflix started at like $6.99. It's $22 right now. And guess what? People are hooked and they're not going anywhere. So that's what happens. And that's what I feel like as a company that was, that mentality was to last long in the game, should have started actually below Hot Toys, believe it or not. Give us this really good quality that it seems to be. Get us really hooked. Get us turned off from Hot Toys because they're giving us value. They're giving us better product. They're giving us everything. If, again, that was your goal, none of this is happening. It's just, here's a figure, give me my money. Here's a figure, give me my money. It doesn't make sense as a company.
I think if they're only going to make like 1,000 or 2,000, sure, go with that price because it's going to be super premium, right?
Authenticity, you know what I mean? Like, give us something that's going to be at least, all right, you're not making many. You're giving us, like you said, 1,000 for $500. Fine, I'll take that, but make it valuable to me to spend that money. Don't be giving me $600, for 10,000 figures, and then what? What does that mean to me? I just lost all this money for what? For a toy? It's not fair.
What you lost? It's in your collection. It's a collectible you got for you. It's not a loss.
Good one.
We're ramping up here tonight. We're ramping up.
We got here a good comment because it comes with a line what we talked yesterday on Graham's stream. Because InArt already showed the list of what they are planning to release, and Hector, a member of the channel here, is saying, "I'm gonna get the Joker, Batfleck, and Cavill Superman. Then I'm out." So some people saw that list and already have idea. Okay, what do I want from InArt? And that's a great way to see these two. And you got here this comment from Carlito: Hot Toys will not allow themselves to be perceived as a lower tier figure than InArt. They will adjust their prices to match InArt.
No, see, but that's the thing we don't want, though.
That's a dangerous situation that can happen. But I don't think Hot Toys will do that.
And not only that, you got to think about when JEDI
not for another 5 or 10
years.
Years.
They might be a little bit higher than Queen Studios, or even the same price.
If we are going with this line of thought, you will be like in 3 years you are going to pay what, $1,000 for a common 1/6. That's impossible.
I'm going to statues. I'll go to statues.
Yeah, but I mean it's
sideshow statues.
This guy, instead of going backwards, he's going forward. He's like, no, let me spend $1,000 on a statue.
Yeah, if it's $1,000 for this, I might as well go get a statue.
I thought you were gonna say I'll go back to Dragon Ball Z or something.
No, I always
collecting
like that.
Pogs and
that's
cards.
Never going anywhere. I never did Pogs and cards. What is that? What's that? Pogs are the little circle thingies?
Yeah.
I never did that.
Man, those things are the best.
We have as well Anthony 6Kel Mafia in the chat. How are you, my friend? And he said, I paid $400 for a custom rooted hell sculpt by a professional. It's not uncommon.
Yeah, that's you unbelievable.
Go on, Fabio. Now I want to listen to you talking about this.
What do you mean? Talk about what?
What do you mean?
You are so against the customs, but
I'm
this is the reality.
It's my choice. I don't want to buy a custom. I don't have to buy a custom. I think it's ridiculous. I think the money, if you like it and you think it's great, if you have the money, go ahead, buy it. Just for me, I don't think it's smart, in my opinion, for me. I don't think it's smart to spend $400, $500 on a head or on a figure. For me, I feel like I could spend that money on more valuable stuff for me. So that's why I don't spend my money on customs and stuff like that, because to me, it's ridiculous. It's super crazy. And again, you go try to sell this thing, good luck trying to sell it, and then you're stuck with it. And then what? So that's why I don't bother. I'm not against anything. You could go return your entire collection and go buy them all rooted. That's not my problem. You know, I choose not to do it. That's it.
I kind of agree. I'll only do it for a character I really, really love. I really love the character,
like
baby.
absolutely.
I want it's not. I'll do it often. I would not.
I would do it for a character that I'm like, oh, you know what, this character will look cool with, you know, rooted this or whatever. And then if it's something that I really absolutely, but I haven't found the character, so I haven't done it. Period. But I'm not against it. It's not. They're beautiful, you know, pieces. They're not. I'm not saying that they're ugly, that they're not, you know, worth it. It's not worth it for me, but it's worth it for somebody. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not against it.
This is ugly.
Babs, did you get the InArt Joker? Did you pre-order that one?
Yeah, so I got the sculpted hair one just because I needed to see.
Just the single?
No, the double.
Okay.
The double. Yeah, I got 2 double packed.
Why you didn't get 1 double pack rooted and 1 sculpt?
Have you been listening to what I just said? Like,
That's what I was testing him. I was
like,
testing him to see if he got the
are we in the
rooted hair
same,
one.
are we in the same stream right now? Or
did
Because
it
if
just
you got
happen?
the 2-pack of the
I literally
rooted
just
hair, it would have been about 500 a figure. So I was just curious.
He said, "Why did?"
yeah, no, I just you know, I wanted both looks. I wanted the bases, the dioramas, because I think that's like the coolest part of the whole thing. But yeah, rooted hair is not going to do it for me. So I'm not going to spend all that money for what? To say my hair is curly? No.
Don't you want to comb it?
No.
What else you got, Joao?
I'm checking here the comments because is what
did you get it?
Is what people are saying here, and it's true, is that they should now, like Uncommon Flex also, remember, is saying they don't want their figures to appear cheap, and they should focus now on these 2 figures. If in you think if they announce, let's say, more 4 or 5 figures before the Joker goes out, everyone is going jump on the boat and starting pre-order from InArt like this? Like, we never see anything yet, and you're just throwing money into the dark, into a pit. That I'm not discrediting them, but I think we should see a product in our hands to judge what they really can do at 1/6 scale form.
Right.
We know what they do in statues, and they do a good work in statues, but statues and 1/6 scale are different.
I agree. If I could have this and the Asmus in hand at the same time and actually see for myself, and if I think it's worth it, I would pay for it. I need to have it in hand first. Or see some kind of review.
Joker?
No, the Gandalf.
Oh, seems we have a reply to Fabio. Anthony sold his Ella for 900. So
in your face.
How is it?
Whoa, in your face.
Hella number 1, super hot on tour. So that was an easy sell. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? He's talking about Hella. His is right there.
Yeah, so there you go. So he bought it for 5. He sold it for 9 because she was a hot, you know, character during the Thor movies. And there you go. That's why he sold it quick. You try it. You try to do it now. Yeah.
No,
exactly.
no. Actually, I can shine in on this, because when I got my Joker, the Overtoys one, it came with a rooted hair, but the painted was not so good. I sent it to an artist to trim to trim the hair, arrange the head sculpt, and I will not say how much he charged me because I don't want to go public into this, but I will never recover that money. Because now I'm going to get the InArt one, and that one the one I have now, and I paid that amount, will serve as a door stopper.
You know it's bad when it's painful to even think of the number. This is what happens when you get involved in this stuff. It's not worth it for me. You could do it, not for me.
Single Songwriter has a very interesting comment. The best part about the 500 price, it will never go higher in the secondary market, but it will go lower for sure.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know about that, because again, depending on the amounts, the amounts too, how many they made when it sells out, everything, you know, I feel like everything goes up, specifically, you know, Hot Toys, they go up, you know, it doesn't matter how crappy the figure is, they usually tend to go up when they sell out. these again, we're not expecting, at least in my opinion, we're not expecting to get as many. So again, once they sell out, they, I 99.9% sure they will go up. So, but we got to wait and see. And I feel like you're going to get all these pre-orders, right? Coming one after the other until, the first figure comes out in a year, and it's going to be, everybody's going to be like, oh, what the hell's going on? So hopefully we get good stuff.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I hope I'm so wrong. But I'm telling you, this something not cool.
OG fan, when Star Wars was just Star Wars in the house, how are you? And he is saying, if this were an Alec Guinness Obi-Wan Kenobi, I would buy it instantly. So I understand why someone would get this. Yeah, that's Lord of the Rings has a huge fan base. Has a huge fan base.
What kind of freaky thing you into, Hector?
and it's interesting that I know a lot of people collect the Asmus ones, because Asmus did a lot and he is still doing a lot of Lord of the Rings.
I got most of
they
them.
are going to release their Bilbo, I think, this month. They have Smeagol coming as well, Gollum and Smeagol, the 2-pack. So it will complement that collection as well. You need to think people that collect Asmus, they will want this Gandalf as maybe their main Gandalf. So I can understand that some people will use this one to complete or to use for that collection. People, for example, like Fabio, that you never collect that line. Maybe it doesn't make sense to get a Gandalf only on its own. But maybe if they will do Legolas, Aragorn. If they did Gimli, you could get a fellowship together. But even like that, you will not consider. Right, Fabio? You will not consider even if they do the other characters.
He doesn't know who those people
He
are.
never saw it. He never saw it. You can't collect it.
I am here talking about Legolas and
characters are. That's why. It's like,
you don't even know who they are. You wasted like 5 minutes of your life for just now for nothing. What he heard was wah 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 wah.
It's like I'm talking Chinese to him, right? I was saying Legolas and what's that? Is it's a cookies brand.
Yeah, no, that happens. So I don't know. That's why I said when I said these people, I meant these characters. I don't know these people. I don't know anybody. I don't know. I don't know their names. I don't know what their roles are. I don't know what they do. So what am I mean?
What the roles?
Yeah, like what do they do? Like, what is this guy? A magician? Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
he's a wizard, sir.
This is not Harry Potter, okay?
David Copperfield's a magician. This is a wizard.
This is Ares' older
cousin. And the wizard is never late. Let me ask you one thing, Fabio. And this is, I think, everyone, the 94 people in the chat, please hit the like button. And let's ask this to Fabio, because everyone wants to know why you never watch these movies.
Yes.
Well, so these movies, I believe they came out when I was in high school. And in high school, I don't remember being interested in wizards, so I don't think.
Oh, you were too cool for school.
Well, no, I don't. I wasn't something that like caught my attention. Like I would watch, all the Marvel, Blade back then, all that stuff. But it never, that and what's the other one with the kid?
Oh my God,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Even
you never seen Harry Potter either?
The one with
Harry
even
Potter.
one. There's 8 of them. Never seen one.
I never have. Never will.
Not even like.
Neither. Grim, you neither?
Nope.
No, it was something that like it wasn't to me. It wasn't appealing. It wasn't like, oh, I need to go see this stuff. Like not at all. Like nothing. I was like the action. That's what I was like. Comic book stuff, action. But never none of that. I don't know. I never read the books either, so it wasn't anything that I was interested in at all.
To me, Lord of the Rings is better than Harry Potter, so I let you pass Harry Potter.
You gotta
watch them.
It looks like it's two different types of movies, but
Lord of the Rings is way more serious.
I feel like this one would have more action than the other one, but I feel like even though the other one has less action, it's still some crazy action because I've seen commercials and stuff. So, but again, nothing, nothing interesting to me.
Okay, I can understand your point, and you were in high school, you were more into Marvel characters and so on. But as you get old, you can still appreciate these movies.
And I think
Fabio.
another thing that I remember hearing about this, are they really like 3 hours long? Is that
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
but no. The
But
good thing
no,
about
wait,
it is don't
wait.
worry about those. You need
Wait,
to watch the
P-Rock.
extended version.
Wait,
Well, no,
you
no,
need
so
to watch the extended versions.
Those
No,
are
so
4
I
hours long.
remember. So I remember when that came out, people were talking about it, and they were like, "Oh, the movie's 3 hours long." I was like, "Absolutely!" And back then, 3 hours was like, you know,
That
a movie
was a
was
lot.
like, yeah, a movie was usually, you know, an
It
hour.
would have
and
been 2 VHS tapes.
yeah, no. So as soon as I heard, and I remember that from years ago, 3 hours. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Just say it already.
And that was it.
We said absolutely not. You're not gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
right away, I was like, hell no. And that was it. I never like thought about it ever again.
Did you watch the Titanic?
Oh, a bunch of times. That movie,
That's different.
Almost 3 hours movie.
that movie is amazing. I can watch that movie 15 times in a row.
He loves watching people
You watched
go down with the ship.
You watched it how many times? And you never watched Lord of the Rings? Not even one. There's 3 Lord of the Rings. You never even watched one. You watched that. You watched freaking Leonardo DiCaprio doing this.
Ekwan
5
here.
times.
How are you,
Yeah,
my
and
friend?
you know
Here
what?
with
And
us.
you know what? He should have won an Oscar for that role too.
No, he should have won nothing. Get that guy out of here.
I will
He
say,
should have won an
I,
Oscar for Django.
I did enjoy Lord of the Rings. Again, casual fan. But something that really put me off was
enjoy
the Hobbit
Titanic?
trilogy. After I saw the Hobbit, upset.
I think the Hobbit was okay. I didn't. I think it was
Nah, it
okay.
seemed like
I
a money
think
grab.
I only watched the Hobbit maybe two times or 3.
What the hell is The Hobbit?
It's the newer trilogy they made.
Trilogy.
Part of this?
It's the
somewhat.
it's
Yeah, it's the
let's say it's the
prequel.
prequels.
Yeah.
It's the prequels of
Oh,
Lord of
I
the
got you.
Rings.
Don't waste your time. It's basically like
Maybe not.
watching 10,000 BC.
I'm about to leave the stream, man. You guys are getting me.
I saw that.
It was just a long movie of people walking.
How dare you?
So
I just
what-
pissed
what's-
off a lot of people.
Mandalorian also walks a lot.
You guys watch Star Trek?
Nope.
Okay.
I've seen the
You-
movies, but not big into that either.
You Fabio, you watch Star Trek?
All day, every day.
no,
Trekkie.
no.
Okay.
Trekkie.
Trek.
Trekkie.
Equan with a very interesting comment. Display an Asmus with InArt. That's like putting ketchup on a steak. It's a very interesting comment.
Some people
And
like that.
Rui MSH from Portugal. Hello.
Oh,
He's
so-
saying finally Fab removed the stickers from his head.
Oh,
Did
he
you-
did.
They fell off. They started peeling, and I was like, no! So I had to take them off.
I'm not impressed with you not removing the stickers. It's just that you never wash the head.
No, it's not.
Who
You.
wa-
Why
you
would
don't
I
wash
wash that?
hats.
You do not wash heads.
No.
You need to
Why
wash.
would you?
You just know you
my
ruin them, man.
God. This guy from China.
Here you need to watch.
This
You
guy
watch
from
because
China.
of the dust. They get too much dust.
Does?
I've never watched dust.
Dust.
Six Scale Mafia. I've never watched Harry Potter and likely never will. Lord of
was
the
thinking maybe
Rings is
Sweat.
all I needed for fantasy. I think Harry Potter. I watched all the movies and I enjoy them a lot. I already watched all the movies 2 times, and I think they were quite okay. You guys need to give it a go, really.
I will never
Sorry?
watch Harry Potter. I just can't.
Harry Potter's
Yeah.
a good story, man. I mean, all right, I admit the first movie, I always fall asleep on. I watched like 5 times and I always fall asleep on it, but I finished it.
You're really winning me over here.
After the 3rd movie, from the 3rd to the 8th movie, it's on fire, man. It's on point. They get older and it becomes a lot more mature. It's a lot darker. It's a lot more
Whoa,
interesting. A lot
whoa.
more fun. Well, not that
Stop.
way. Who said whoa? Who said whoa?
Stop right
Who said
there
what?
because now we have here a very important comment from Bob Dylan.
It's like very important comment.
PROCKZILLA is failing to mention.
Oh,
he has
come on, Bob
classic
Dylan,
Tarantino
man. Why you
films
set me up for
Pulp
this?
Fiction or Reservoir Dogs, so don't let him shame Fabs. You never saw
I'm not
Pulp
shaming
Fiction.
Fab.
Yeah, you
No.
are. You're making me feel this big over a movie, and I don't
You're making-
appreciate.
You guys are making me
Fabio.
feel like that right now just by reading this comment right here, man. I feel offended.
Fabio,
I feel,
Fabio.
I cannot do this.
feel
No,
offended.
my heart
Fabio,
hurts.
have
I can't
you
breathe.
ever
My
watched
chest.
Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, long time ago, but yes, absolutely.
Tell me,
It's not
tell
something
me,
that I watch all
tell
the
me,
time.
tell me the name of the actress.
Michael Jordan and
Michael Jordan.
See?
Jordan.
I knew.
I can do it. I can do
John
it.
Travolta and what's his name?
Samuel Jackson.
Michael Jordan.
And Uma Thurman Thurman. Get the
Bruce
hell
Willis.
out of here,
Bruce
Julio.
Willis is in there too.
What?
Morgan
Bruce
Freeman
Willis.
too.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Yes. No, I saw the movie a long time ago, but I saw the movie.
It's clear that Fab doesn't like cinema and movies. I think we already reached
I
that conclusion
love
a year ago.
I love movies. I
Those
love
movies like Titanic.
I love the movies that I like. Period. I don't have to like what everybody likes. I like what I like.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time, A Bronx Tale, and I like Scarface. I like Carlito's Way. I like movies like that.
And FBJ with this comment, just like the Joker, people have been paying a lot of money for rooted customs. Lord of the Rings have a huge following. Fans will pay for this. I also think so. Those collectors, those real fans of Lord of the Rings that collect 1/6 scale, I'm sure they will get this one.
No, yeah, they'll sell some. They're definitely going to sell because they look really nice. At the end of the day, they're really nice. I mean, at least from the pictures, because nobody knows what they look like. But they look very appealing. They look really cool. If you like the characters and you like the movies, I don't see why you wouldn't want to buy this. But for somebody like me who doesn't really know anything, I mean, I can still appreciate what it looks like and it's cool. But to go spend that much, if it was a $270 figure, that's a different story. You know what I mean? That's like, all right, like it looks cool. Let me try it. Maybe it looks cool when something else from that line comes out. Fine, $270 is more doable than $500. You know what I mean?
I think it's pretty clear they're not going for the Hot Toys audience. They're going a step above that. So, yeah, like if this is going to be limited, people still buy it. But if you're going to make as many as Hot Toys is making, I think they might be in some trouble.
And J Beats NEL, if a movie is 3 hours, at least they take the time to do it right. They cut so much out of the movie most of the time. That's why I like TV shows so much. They take the time to build up the story. Yeah, that's true. But in these days, people really don't have patience for 3 hours movies. At least the new generation, they just want some. That's why the TV shows are getting more popular, because people just want like 40 minutes episode and let's move to the next one. I think it's a bit like that. And the super chat from SJC360, thanks so much. Any updates on upcoming Social Toys releases? The last time I talked with them was about the Homelander, and they said it was delayed to June or July. I never heard anything from them ever since. But I will let you all know if I know anything more. Fabio Rui message Fab like Michael Jordan movies. Michael Jordan did one movie. Was the Space Jam, right?
Space Jam. It was amazing too.
Classic.
It was.
Yep.
It was really a classic. And there's a second one, right?
Yeah, and
Ugh,
it's
don't
trash.
bother.
That's LeBron.
Don't
You don't
bother.
want that. That's LeBron. You don't want that. Get out of here.
What kind of camera is
never-
that? Would you please not point it at me? Anybody?
Mine?
Bill Murray?
You mean my camera? My camera? It's a
Space Jam. Yeah. Space Jam.
Guy.
I'm not gonna. You made me look at my camera too.
He's fixing a divot. Gotta love that
This
movie.
guy.
Okay, I think we can pass from Gandalf. I'm a bit tired of Middle Earth, and I'm sure Fabio too. And
No, I
let's
don't-
talk about.
It doesn't bother me to talk about stuff that I don't know.
I know you will feel happy about this. Moff Gideon was finally released. For
no.
all of you that collect the Mandalorian line are quite happy with this. And these with other bomb, the Jango Fett, they come together. But first we are going to tackle here the Moff Gideon. Fabio, and I started you because I know that normally you like to figures with head sculpts, and especially when head sculpts are well done. What do you think about this one? You think they nailed it? Is near perfect, or you are disappointed?
The figure looks great. Very happy. The fact that we got a double release is super cool. Those are always great. The what do you call it? The outfit, great. The blade, it's great. Hold on 1 second. Everything about it is really nice. I like the what do you call it? The cape, or the whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no, very excited about this figure. I think I ordered 3 of these. So we'll see what they look like in hand. But right now, I think they look great.
But Can I ask you why you need 3?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. I didn't want to be rude. Like
This
do you
doesn't
post
have a mask. You only
in a
have...
box?
Well, because so my thing is, when I started getting all these 3s and multiples, was to usually customize, the spare ones. So with this, I think I'm going to send it out and get like a battle damage look to him, just to make it, changing him up a little bit, because I want a clean suit and then I want like a battle damage one. And
So
then
you don't do customizing.
yeah, but nothing
I'm just
like
messing.
nothing. You know what I mean? Like no rooting like hair or anything like that. But yeah,
but then if you want to sell it, no one will want it.
No, I'm not trying to sell it. That's for me. That's not for.
But what's the third one for?
You
Just
don't
to
know.
have?
I always this is all just
This
to
is
have.
the way. This is the way. This is the way.
welcome to Amazon. Yeah, but I agree
Not
with
a
you.
gold mine.
I think the likeness is there. Yesterday, I think Graham, I sent you a photo that someone changed the eyes a bit. They opened the eyes a bit more. I think looks a bit more accurate, but I'm not unhappy with this one. I think it looks quite good. P-Rock, are you getting this one? Are you collecting Mandalorian line or not?
Yeah. I'm definitely getting this. This is Gus. Like, to me, this is where I got the shirt on today, and you were gonna talk about this. This is freaking Gus, the best villain ever in any TV show, and like Fabio said, the suit does look amazing. The cape looks good. I need to learn more about the Moths. I didn't know. I never knew much about the Moth lores. I always thought they had like Sith powers because he has almost the same outfit as Darth Vader. So I thought he had like Sith. He can control the Force and stuff. So I need to read more about the Moth class or whatever they are. But he looks amazing, man, and it looks just like Saul. It looks just like the actor, and I like the way the costume looks. So I'm definitely gonna get him. Yep. At first I was a little hesitant, but as I see more pictures as he's coming out more recently, I'm definitely gonna get him.
Yeah, I think the figure does look amazing. I really like this Moff Gideon. This is the one. But did you notice, Fabio, that in the back? Okay, this is the blogger photos, but we are not seeing those troopers. These are the normal ones, the Death Trooper ones. And last time we were talking that this one will be amazing to display with those Dark Troopers is the name, right?
Yeah,
the ones not released yet.
Right.
Yeah, but here they are just showing to us these are the Death Troopers on his back. But I like the way they did the hair. Looks quite accurate. If you guys remember how it looks quite accurate. I think sideways, in my perspective, it looks better sideways than when you see him just in front. I like the way it looks sideways, and his lightsaber, the effects, of course, they are not with the lights. We already checked yesterday. They will not light. They will not have the light effect. But let me go here to the comments while we'll check here, because some people, everyone is going after Fabio. Bob Dylan saying Fabio is the owner of Self-Pictures.
That makes sense now. It does.
Yeah,
and Rui was asking if Fabio have seen Star Wars. Yes, I can confirm he have seen Star Wars.
I responded to him. You got to check my response.
Oh, you already respond. Okay, you already respond. You already answered.
Put it up.
I'm a true Trekkie.
I love Star Wars. I'm a true Trekkie.
I know. Ant still in the chat? I know he likes that one. I'm a Trekkie.
Oh, man.
Fabio get JC in the house. How are you? Fabio get multiple figures to help collectors.
I try. I got Dante. I helped out Dante with his 2-pack of Han and Chewie. Yeah, I have a lot of old stuff that's sold out. If you guys need anything, just message me.
Any Predators?
Any what?
Predators? Hot Toy Predators?
Yeah, I do actually. I have a. It's
No, shh! Don't say it out loud. No.
Okay.
You are searching for Predators, P-Rock.
Yep.
No, but I really like the outfit on this guy. Looks really good.
You just changed the conversation that quick. Dang.
This is already shipping on Sideshow or not yet?
No, hell no. Probably like another 5-6 months from now.
But with Star Wars Celebration happening next week, normally Sideshow have a booth over there, and they normally sell figures there, right? You can go in and buy, or not?
No, so last one or the year before?
They didn't this
when
year because
they
they
had that pickup. You could pick up Dark Side Anakin at the booth, but that was only 1 year. I don't know if they do that every year. I have no idea, but I remember that happened 1 year when you were when you ordered from Sideshow. One of the options was pick up at Comic-Con, and you could pick it up there. But I don't know if you're actually going to be buying stuff there. I have no idea. I've never been, so I don't know.
Yeah, single songwriter is saying probably start shipping it in 3 to 5 weeks, which is not bad. Is actually quite good for the situation we are living in.
You go off the track record from the unboxing when they do the videos from the day they ship.
They already did. They did the videos before yesterday. The unboxing is already done. And I don't know. I don't like so much the unboxing from Sideshow. Sometimes turn me off the figures. It's a bit boring.
It is boring.
But I already see some other unboxings, and this figure is really, really promising. I mean, but you need those troopers with him. This one, you will need those dark troopers with him, at least 2 on his back.
But even the Death Troopers look really good.
The Death Troopers also because the Death Troopers, if you remember, it was on season 1 when the Mandalorian with Cara Dune, they are trapped with IG-11. They are trapped in that house or what?
The bar or whatever it is.
In the bar, exactly, in the bar. And when Moff Gideon appears, he has the Death Troopers are there, are on his back.
Well, he means
you can do a display with them.
You mean the more robot ones, right, Fabio?
You actually can do a display with Moff Gideon, the Death Troopers, the Incinerator Stormtrooper together, because they all belong to the same scene. Actually, can look quite okay if you do something like that. But the Dark Troopers I think they are the ones that will come next. They are not in the summer releases, right? In that list. Dark Troopers. They were not in that list. Right?
No, I don't know what you were saying, but what I was saying, I was responding to a comment. No, what I was going to say was even.
I don't care what you are saying. I don't know what you're
saying. The Death Troopers look good next to them too, because I mean, I guess they didn't want to, or they didn't feel like taking pictures with the what do you call it, with the other troopers, but the Death Troopers look. I feel like they look better than the Dark Troopers.
The Dark Troopers look a bit dummy in some.
Exactly. Yeah, they look too. To me, they look kind of like too robotic a little bit. I don't know. So I didn't like that, but the Death Troopers look really nice next to him.
The Beskar Kid, how are you, my friend? This comment is quite interesting. Sideshow only cares about getting figures for their first look or unboxing, and they'll make collectors wait. It would make sense if they do the unboxing and then the people that are watching first time, they could say, "This is on stock now in Sideshow. Please, you can go over there and get it. We'll shipping tomorrow."
You know,
their business will be so much better.
Absolutely, but I don't know what it is. Like, what do they send them? Just one single one? Like,
exactly. They gotta have the whole freaking.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
They gotta have everything there.
It's we. I feel like, they do have, a very small batch in the beginning, and I feel like those are the people who always get those emails first, saying, your stuff even doesn't matter when you ordered it, and I feel like that's why people complain. Because you could have been the first one to order it, but if you're like on a payment plan, somebody else who's paying the full, figure up front, gets it first. So I think that's when they start doing it. But I feel like they don't just get one to do the video with. I feel like they get enough, at least one pallet.
Yeah, Graham, are you okay?
I'm back.
Okay,
I had to put the kids down quick, so
no
I'm
problem.
good.
What do you think about this Moff Gideon? Yesterday we already talked about this.
Yeah, we did. So I don't think I need to say anything else.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks for your input. Now you are going to talk.
No, I think it's a great release. Pretty much what I did miss what P-Rock said, but kind of what Fab said too. I think the head sculpt. I know some people were saying like certain angles maybe they don't see the likeness, and I know Joao, you even said too. With the eye, something in the eyes maybe isn't there for you, but overall, all the pictures that I see, I see Moff Gideon. I think the likeness is there for the most part. I'd give it a pretty solid head sculpt. I do like the outfit. I like the front compartment as well as the cape. It's a great figure. Am I gonna get it? I'm gonna wait and see. Just gonna kind of see where I'm at when this thing is available from Sideshow. But yeah, another good release for the Mandalorian series.
And so, if the Dark Troopers is something that you will not consider too, then Anthony is
For
saying
me?
Dark Troopers are around the corner, though. Yeah, and I believe it. Yeah,
I might.
Sideshow did that unboxing for Boba Fett to pack. Exactly is what we are talking just now, 2 months ago, and they received last week. And Carlos here, how are you? Long time no see you, my friend. Staring at the blank with a super chat. Thank you so much. Staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. What's this? is what?
Batman. I don't know. What is it supposed to be? A riddle?
I don't know. I feel depressed when I read it. Thank you so much, Carlos. Carlos, I think is not he's collecting only now 1/3 scale and up. He's not collecting as much as 1/6 scale. He's moved to statues. And yeah, but yeah, this Moff Gideon is the one I'm going to pick. But I know that I will wait a long time because same as you guys here now, all the shippings delay a lot. We got as well Jango Fett. I know this one. Fabio, for example, was waiting. We were talking about this for so long time. And in one stream last week, we were talking about the chance that this would come with a 20th anniversary packing from Star Wars. And Fabio was saying, no, that's impossible. The packing it will be the normal one. And it was true. Fabio, you are getting how many of these? I think at least this one you need 3.
I got 3. Because, I want to display, the poncho look. I want to display him like this. And then obviously, whatever I decide to do with the spare. But I'm definitely displaying, 2 with the 2 different looks because he looks amazing, in my opinion. So, and you can't waste that head sculpt either. So,
Fabs, can you adopt me? I want to share some of that joy of getting 3 figures of the same thing. Please.
What is like to unbox when you do unboxing? Like you unbox the first one and you say, "Wow, it looks amazing." The second one is like, "Okay, this is the second one," and the third one, okay.
It's funny. So I have an order that I do it in. So I'll do for example, the last one I did that was a double figure was Harley Quinn. So I opened her. So I put all the accessories on her, whatever I want to change her into, put her out, and then the next one, the second one, I just literally pull out of the box, put whatever accessories on, and that's it. So I'll change the first one, and then I'll leave the second one, just as is, and then put it away. So yeah, I have like a little thing that I do when they come. But no, I love like I said, I just got these today. Can't wait to open them. Even though I had the figures already, I can't wait to open them. It's exciting for me.
If you get the third one, do you leave it in the shipper until like?
Yeah, I don't ever take them out. Yeah, because in case like for example, like right now I'm trying to get rid of stuff because too much accumulated over time, so I want to get rid of all my old stuff. Because it's taking up. I want to get at least another D12 on this side before I get into module cases. So so these boxes are just taking over my entire space right now. So I'm trying to get rid of that stuff. But yeah,
I love getting come out with a list so that we can browse it.
No, but the problem is. So here's the problem that people don't understand too. So a lot of, for example, Wonder Woman. I just got 3 Wonder Woman Deluxe, right? So if I put that on the list, what are they going to say? Well, she's going up for retail and Sideshow. So what am I going to make on it? So I have to hold on to them until they sell out. So it takes a while now because the market's so flooded that. So I don't, it doesn't even bother me holding on to them because it doesn't. I'd rather have them than just get rid of them and lose money on them. So, but the problem is, it's too much now, and it's really like getting, taking over my space. But no, I don't. It doesn't bother me.
You can send some over to me. Don't worry.
My 16K order number is 445, Fabio. What's the status?
So what?
My 16K order number 4456. What's my status?
Oh, let me check the database. Hold on.
All right. Hold
This guy.
Just wanna figure
It's
that
not
shit.
1/6. It's not 1/6 kit. It's 1/6 outfitters.
Okay, yeah, okay, that one.
This guy.
Rewind. 1/6 outfitter.
Bo-
My order number
Bo-
is. Oh,
Bob Dylan here with his amazing comment. Fabs always go
Boink.
for the threesome. Yeah, but you are not thinking about displaying Jango. Let's say if they release Mace Window, you can display Jango with the helmet on the floor like
no,
this
don't do that. That's
super-
messed up.
No, I would never do that.
No, don't do that, man. That shit should have not went out like that.
That's disrespectful.
disrespect. It is disrespectful.
Yeah,
Dang
you gotta put. I would. So if Mace comes out, it'll be Mace in the middle and then both Jangos on each side.
JC with his comment
It's like
receive
my bullets in a threesome.
Literally.
JC comes here with his comment receive 4 110 module cases
Nice.
today. Amazing. And if you
Congrats.
guys are thinking about getting module cases, I highly recommend you to check Jedi Knight's Watch channel. He has amazing tutorials how to
Who is
install
that? I don't know that
everything
guy.
about module cases. Really amazing content right there for anyone considering module cases. You must watch, definitely.
Appreciate it. Thank you, my
And
friend.
David Lynch, how are you, my friend? All in on Django. We'll see how long it takes to ship. Yeah, I know some people are getting it, want to get it early, and are getting it from Hong Kong. But I think you could wait. It's not a figure that will sell out. I'm not seeing this selling out very soon. I think they did plenty of them. Did you guys like to? Would you guys consider to use him with his poncho?
Absolutely.
Probably.
Really?
Yep.
Sit around.
So I'm gonna display him like this, no guns, holding his helmet and with the little, his little headset on, and then the other one's gonna be, helmet on, guns out, everything, jetpack, full blown battle ready.
This comment is quite intriguing. Did you see the deleted scenes of Jango and Mace? Awesome for anyone wanted to see how it was originally supposed to be. I never saw this. Where
I
is
haven't
this?
seen it.
They showed the clip earlier.
Probably on the deleted, like on the extras for like a digital movie, or if you had it on DVD.
Bob Dylan,
I don't know. Bob Dylan is saying
give you a link.
best module case assembly video I ever found. He shared a Graham video. It's true.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
quite
Appreciate that.
well detailed. Quite well detailed. You did amazing work there because people receive those boxes and they don't know what to do with so many screws, with so many parts. And
It's definitely overwhelming if you don't have a guide. Yeah.
you are teaching everyone what to do with it, and it's really an amazing work. It will help a lot of people, I'm sure. The head sculpt, you all are okay with it, right? You think they nailed it pretty well. It's good at sculpt. What's your guys' thoughts on this?
I'll go.
I
Go
will
ahead,
say,
P-Rock.
I don't care what I never use a head scope, so I don't really care the head scopes most of the time. I'm always gonna have my Jango Fett with the helmet on. So,
I agree.
I mean, it looks good. It looks. I mean, it looks this younger version of him, but even if it didn't look good at all, I probably wouldn't mind about it. I wouldn't mind it either.
Did they use the same one as like Commander Cody with different hair? Is it a totally different head sculpt? Because I don't know. I think that one looks a little bit more accurate, but maybe if they're side by side, I would think differently. But something looks a little off in the face. I can't really pinpoint it, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, I'd probably give it a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. But like P-Rock said, if I were to get this figure, I wouldn't display it with the portrait. It would just always have the helmet.
The helmet on it. That's
not a
how
big deal.
I'm going to do it too. And here, Collector Joey with a super chat. Thank you so much. And this question goes for you, Graham, because what module cases do you guys recommend for 20-30 figures?
Total? Like you have 20 to 30 figures in your
yes.
collection?
Yeah.
Well, you always want to plan ahead, so you want to make sure that you're buying for the future. So don't get a module case that can just fit 20 to 30. I would recommend getting a handful, maybe 4, at least starting with 4 of the 6 110s, or you could get 2 of the 6 1. What are the longer ones? I can't remember what the number is on them, but they're like 10 to 12 inches longer than these. You could get 2 of those, but just always plan ahead because the wait is long, so you're gonna be waiting a year to 14 months. So it is also cheaper. The more you buy, the cheaper in price they go. So
Bob Dylan is saying from 2030
but if you-
probably the DF120.
Well, that depends too. Like, do you just want one cube? You know, then yeah, you'd probably want to go DF and get like either the floating shelf or the divider. But if you're just looking at the 6-110s, I would get 2 cubes, maybe. It also depends on how cramped you want them to be. If you want them spaced out, you're going to fit like 9 to 10 in a 6-110. If you don't mind how close they are together, you can fit, I don't know, 20-ish in a cube.
You should, you know what, you should do a live stream only for module cases,
That'd be fun.
like a Q&A, something like that. I'm
Right.
sure many people would be interested to listen about that. Every time the module cases topic is brought out, a lot of people have questions.
I like that. It's a great idea.
I kind of want to stack
Noted.
3 module cases on top of each other. Okay, he's saying you want to stack 3 module cases on top of each other. So in this
Honestly,
case,
that's tough because, as you can see with mine, take the top one off. If you stand up, you're going to be looking down at those module cases. So you'd almost want to build your own riser, or somehow. I would almost consider getting.
would you agree that the first 2, the ones on the floor, are like, you just treat them like risers? Because
Yeah.
if you place their 1/6 scale figures, and if you don't have enough space on your room, you cannot see them.
I have my chair behind me, so if I'm sitting looking over, you can see things on the floor. But if you're standing, you can't see unless you're on the other side of the room. So if you just want 3 module cases to stack on top of each other, I'd almost suggest getting the DFs because they're taller. So at least that third one will be up at eye level. Or you want to create your, make your own, riser. I do have a video on that as well.
But I think there's also the option you can drill them to the wall, or no, and have them like floating.
You can anchor them to the wall so that they don't topple over. I don't know if you can actually fasten them to the wall and have them free floating.
Okay, maybe that's
That would
maybe
scare me a
that's-
little bit, but
Okay.
unless you're going straight to the studs.
And Riley Reviews in the house, how are you, my friend? Is saying that I think module cases are upgrading production to get shipping faster this year. Yeah, it seems according to what we have been hearing too, that they are maybe increasing their production and getting a new factory or something like that. And I think it will benefit all of us. And Collector
That'd be
Joe
nice.
is saying, I would be there for the module case live.
Let's do it.
Of course,
I'll
I
get
think many
I'll
people
get El
would be interested
Profesoro on
about
there
this.
too. He's a module case
Exactly.
guy. So
Mario also has module cases. And Loco Lou is in the house. What's poppin', people? How are you, my friend? Hit that like button. Yes, guys, please remember to hit that like button. And I think we are done with the Jango. And I want to bring here a topic, because next week we are going to have Star Wars Celebration. And I know you are all Star Wars heads. What you guys think we are going to see announced by Hot Toys? Because they are going to announce. They already said there are a new wave coming for the Attack of the Clones for the 20 years anniversary. There's a new wave coming. What do you guys think we are going to see over there? I start with Graham. What do you want, or what do you think it's possible for us to see coming?
for the next wave, I would say Padme, Mace Windu's got to be one. I mean, those 2 are the obvious ones just because Padme's in the graveyard. Mace Windu was just teased. If they don't release Mace Windu, we riot, because you can't show him in the pictures. And then I know they've done that in the past, but I think it's a different time now. I don't think they're going to do that this time. Geez, those 2 are the top of my list. Some people have said Kate Fisto. I don't know, because I know that one's in the graveyard as well, but I don't see that one coming out. But that's just my personal opinion. Maybe we get a younger Anakin and a younger Obi-Wan.
Do you think that Kid Fisto that they show the prototype will stay in the pit, in the
I think so.
forgotten warehouse?
But that's just me. I mean, that's just a hunch. I've been wrong many times. Usually Hot Toys does the opposite of what I think. So maybe then he will be coming out, because I think he won't be. So
because it
Yeah,
would make sense,
think it
because
happened, Graham. Think
you
it.
have imagine like this: if they do Mace Window, here is a good chance for them to do more Jedi's. Mace Window, Kid Fisto, because we don't have as much what Jedi's we have from the prequels. We have Qui-Gon,
Right.
we have Yoda, we have Obi-Wan, and we have Anakin. If they do Mace Window, they can do as well Kid Fisto. I think it will make sense because they are going so deep into this Attack of the Clones with R2D2, with C3PO, with I think it would make sense since they already show the prototype, they already have the molds for that figure. So it would make sense, and I think everyone would want that. But I don't want to get out. I want to get out, from this 20th anniversary.
Right.
Do you think we are not going to see anything Boba Fett, Book of Boba related, Cad Bane, Cobb Vanth? Do you think that it's forgotten already?
Maybe it would be. I mean, if we got a Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane, I'd probably pick those guys up for sure. One other one, just going back to Attack of the Clones, I could see is maybe like a Palpatine. I know a lot of people wanted like a Palpatine from the prequels, so I mean that would be cool. But Book of Boba Fett is tough because, and Fabs will probably answer this one better. Are they just going to cut their losses because it was kind of a mixed bag, or I think it's because it's Star Wars. They'll still announce them eventually, just because it is such a wide range of people that love Star Wars. And like I said, even after seeing the series, I would still get Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane. I would hope that they would change the Cobb Vanth a little bit to what they have in the graveyard to be more of what we saw in the Book of Boba as opposed to Mandalorian. But I think it could still happen.
Yeah, let me check here a comment from Albert Magano. Do you call him Mace Window since he fell out of the window? Exactly. That's why I call him Mace Window. I don't call him Mace Window. I call him Mace Window. Fabio, what's your normally you have good predictions. You fail all the time, but I like to listen to your
fail all the
predictions.
time.
What's your thoughts? What do you think we are going for sure to get? Those figures that you will say 100% absolutely coming next week, and the ones that probably we will not see. But
going back to your Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth, they're definitely coming 100%. I think what they're doing now is holding off. I feel like they saw that people weren't so excited or too into the show. You guys saw the only figure we got from them was that quarter scale Boba with the Book of Boba branding. We're getting, like I said, we're getting more from the show. I feel like they're taking advantage of this time now to kind of like let us forget a little bit about what happened with the show. And when you least expect it, you're going to see, whether it's a tease or an announcement for Cad Bane. Same thing for Cobb Vanth. So that's what I feel like is happening with those. Now, more specifically, with what's coming from the 20th anniversary, I think, the head sculpts are coming. What I would like to see would be Padme. I would like to see, they're definitely giving us the super battle droid. I would hope we get a young Obi-Wan. I hope we get a young Anakin. Hopefully an Anakin, a Padawan Anakin with a speeder bike would be awesome. What was the other one? There was another one, Kit Fisto. I feel like he's coming, or at least he has to get announced one way or another. But I feel like all those figures that were teased years ago, there's no reason for them to not be released now, and they're already there. So that's what I feel like should be released at least. But with Hot Toys, you never know.
Yeah, completely. But before, even this, in the beginning of this month, and I said on several streams that there were strong rumors around here in China and Hong Kong that we would see Cad Bane and Padme announced. Until now, there's nothing more about that. So seems the chances are lower and lower that we will see during this month. But P-Rock, what's your idea? What do you think we are going to see?
Oh, the guys took all the good ones. I can say what I really would like to see is definitely Kid Fisto. I agree with the droid. Obi-Wan, give us Obi-Wan. They already teased them already, so give us the Obi-Wan already. That would definitely be a good time for the show too. And I'm trying to think of any ones that you guys missed out on. Yaddle, I want a Yaddle. Give me a Yaddle. I'm fighting for Yaddle, man. I want Yaddle. Give me Yaddle. Give me Yaddle on the chair.
No one asks for Jar Jar Blinks.
No.
I don't really care about Jar Jar. Jar Jar's he doesn't bother me that much, but I'd rather have Yaddle first.
Yeah, but the best Arkidi is saying in response to the show is irrelevant. Both Loki and Hawkeye had mostly positive responses, and how many figures have they made from those? Yeah, that's a good comment. I still think Cad Bane they need to release it.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, show or not, they announced Cad Bane, everybody's buying. So all I'm saying is I feel like what they're doing is holding off because of the show. The shows are not that the show affected anything, because again, with or without show, Cad Bane is announced, everybody's buying. Right. Just because he's the alien, but so that's what I mean when I say they're holding off. I'm not saying that the show affected anything. No, what I'm saying is they're letting people kind of forget a little bit. But again, tomorrow they announce Cad Bane, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm not getting Cad Bane. The show sucked. Not happening. So, but what I'm saying is they're letting it pass a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think Cad Bane is sure. I think that one. I think Hot Toys will not let that one pass. But why they didn't even announce 1/6 scale Boba from the Book of Boba?
Exactly,
it's quite strange.
Yep. And Hawkeye.
It's quite strange why they never thought, okay, people need Boba from a 1/6 scale. They will use only the one in the throne, the Mandalorian one, as the main Boba from the Book of Boba Fett. I think is a bit strange. But yeah, I can see some figures maybe coming, not only related to the 20th anniversary, but only next week we will know, because Sideshow will have in Star Wars Celebration, Sideshow probably will have some exclusives to show over there. I don't know if they are holding something for Sideshow to show, because you can see now that Hot Toys and Sideshow, they are playing ball together with the releases and with the unboxing. Hot Toys always wait for Sideshow to receive the figures, and then seems Sideshow tells Hot Toys, okay, you can show the blogger photos now, we have the unboxing ready. Because when Hot Toys show the figure, the release, in 1 hour or less, Sideshow already has the unboxing on their YouTube. So they are synchronizing this partnership. So that's why I'm saying maybe Sideshow is having something exclusive to them to show next week. And I know El Professor in the house. How are you, Mario? I know Mario will be there. He will be there for Star Wars Celebration, and you will see firsthand what we are going to have there. But yeah, I think it's all for this topic. We wait and see what we will see next week. For the last topic, it's a bit of a sad topic, but it's something that I think I want to talk, and I want to know about. I want to know your opinion about this. I would say in the last 2 months, I have seen several people that say they are going to stop collecting, because the way the prices are, they already cannot handle, and especially with the economy as it is, everything's getting so expensive. Some people are considering maybe it's time for me to step down. I cannot afford this hobby. It's getting quite expensive. And do you think, Graham, the situation that we are living now, only maybe people that have more control over their collecting habits and their purchases will survive to this, because it's getting crazy. You see now, if you are collecting Star Wars, in one day you got 2 releases. Right. You will have those invoices arriving together pretty close. Do you think this is something that is really affecting the community?
Yeah, I think potentially it could. I mean, I felt the pinch. I mean, gas has gone way up, chicken's gone way up, my groceries, even, you know, restaurants, everything is going up, but I make the same amount of money. So Hot Toys are going up as well. So that's why, you know, I feel bad coming on these streams. I love talking about Hot Toys, so please don't ever stop inviting me on. But I'm being more selective because, you know, I have gone backwards to get the ones that I really like, but now I'm starting to be more selective with the new ones coming out because I know, well, space is limited, but money is also limited too. Like I can't be buying 2 figures a month, you know, maybe 1 a month. So I've kind of already started to kind of curate through my collection just to kind of prepare a little bit for the future for the ones that I really do know that I want. So again, like for example, Moff Gideon, I like it a lot. I like the figure a lot, but for me, I'm going to prioritize and I'm going to get Bo-Katan and Ahsoka and just have kind of the trinity of Mando with those two because I can't get them all. Like especially Star Wars, I feel bad for people that are all in on Star Wars because it is Hot Toys hitting you over the head with all of these figures, and it's great. But this point in time, it's tough because you can really get yourself in trouble. So, yeah, I mean, I could see people tapping out. I could see, you know, does that mean they just stop collecting for now, but they keep their collection? Maybe. Does it mean they get out entirely because it's just too hard to keep their collection? So they just got to get out and kind of disconnect themselves from it? Maybe.
But that's a good point. You know why? Because when you decide, okay, I'm leaving collecting, I cannot afford this more. That's when you made bad decisions and you will sell at a loss because you just want to get rid of everything. You don't want to think more about that. And you just think, let me get rid of this. I sell for what I can and I'll salvage what money I can. And that's it. And my advice is that if you think about leaving collecting, don't rush on selling stuff. Wait for a better time for you to sell your stuff. Don't go because the worst thing that can happen is for you to sell Hot Toys at a loss. That's the worst thing. That if you cannot at least recover the money you paid, it's
I mean
a bit hard.
It's tough. And I'm kind of the same thing. Like we talked last night on my stream, I'm more of a spender and I'm kind of impulsive at times. So, you know, it's easy for me. I'm not perfect. I can get caught up in that stuff too. And then, you know, especially now it's tougher because of everything just jacking up in price. So I've really had to kind of work on myself and just be more disciplined on what figures do I need? What figures do I just want?
And because what lines to collect, right?
Right.
Not
because I bought figures in the past that I just wanted and then I don't look at them. I don't do anything with them. So they're getting out of here and I'm getting some of my grails back that I regret selling. But at the same time, going forward until this kind of blows over, it might be just a figure a month for me because I can't, you know, that's all I can afford. So I'm going to have to be more selective.
That's a very good point. And here, a comment from HT Collector, there will be a time to slow down and think about what we really want and be really selective. Careful about what we buy, considering the price increase and space constraints. And there's here other good comment from TXbox 21210. Everyone has a limit no matter how much money you got. Star Wars is at least cheaper and you get more bang for your buck as opposed to Marvel. And Bob Dylan is saying, if you are a guy, I think it's for everyone. If anyone is trying to sell their collection, to DM him first. It may be interesting in something. And Fabio, I'm going to you on this because we've been talking today and so many streams. Sometimes you get 2-3 figures and so on. Do you think with the prices that are going now in the economy and so on, even for a collector like yourself, do you also think about maybe you need to step down or slowing down, or you think it will still the same and it's just a phase that Hot Toys is crossing and the economy is crossing it, and sooner or later we will back on track to what it was normally was?
Well, Hot Toys is not getting any better. I'll tell you that right now. The market is being flooded for a reason. They're trying to kill, you know, the eBay buyers as much as possible for as long as possible, which is why, you know, the constant reissues and stuff like that. The reason why I actually started slowing down with certain things. When I first started, I was buying literally everything. I was buying everything. That's why I have so much, because I started just literally everything 1/6, just boom, boom, boom. Didn't matter what it was. obviously stuff that I like, but it didn't matter what it looked like. It didn't matter the brand. It was just, I just got it. Now though, I slowed down on a lot of third parties. I still buy them, not as much. I used to also get a lot of multiples with third parties. Stop that. I still get, some, but not as much. Hot Toys, again, because they're flooding the market, I don't have that fear of I'm going to miss out, so I need to get, you know what I mean? A little trick for you guys who may not know. So another reason why I get multiples is because from Sideshow, and I do everything payment plan. It's not a secret. So the reason why I get multiples as well, I still get multiples sometimes, is because depending on the figure, if you have multiples, Sideshow's going to invoice you first because they want, to make that money off of those multiple figures that you got in your invoice. So you're going to be the first one to get that invoice because you have multiples. If you have one, it's a little trickier. But if you have three, they're going to say, you need to get these three out of here immediately. So I'll get them first. So that's, that's a little trick. I don't know if anybody knew that, but that's what I do. Another reason why I do it. So I stopped getting, I used to just get multiples of everything all the time, of Hot Toys. That slowed down a lot. Yeah, like I said, some I'll get 2, some I'll get 3. But depending on what the figure, what the figure is, what the accessories are, if I could display them. So for example, Pennywise came with 2 heads. I had to get, 2. I have 4 in total. I have still 2 boxed up, but I bought 2 to display them separate. So that's what that's what I've been doing. But the reason why sometimes I still get 3. So, when it comes to the prices and stuff, the reason why, and I've said this multiple times, the reason why I'm able to do it is because of the payment plans. These things are not cheap. So I make sure that I'm able to buy what I order through the payment plan. So that's what has made me, capable of collecting what I collect and getting as much as I can. But you better believe that from, the InArt company, I got the Joker. I got, like I said, I got two packs of the sculpted hair. I will not be getting multiples of anything else after that. The only reason why I got multiples was because the Joker's a big deal. It's their first figure. I'm hoping that it has some type of meaning and value, for the company itself, being its first 1/6 scale release, if it's even released first. So that's the only reason why. But, spending this money for this in our company, not happening at all. Hot Toys, cheaper, more doable, great quality. But InArt, I don't think I'm going to be getting at least as many or as much at all.
You would say for InArt, if they do release all that list, you would not get them all.
I saw the list. I saw maybe that look interesting to me, maybe about 3 or 4 out of that whole list. And when I say interesting, I mean like, I would like to see what they look like when they show the prototype. Not like I'm definitely getting these, no, because I don't know, I don't know what they're going to be like. But I saw a few that I'm interested in.
Yeah, great points, and you did give us some useful tips. P-Rock, how about you? What do you think about this wave of collectors that are some of them starting to consider leaving collecting Hot Toys, because you collect other scales, so for you can always go back to 112 and then back to Hot Toys again. You can go forth and back with your collection. Maybe it's not a huge problem for you.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not because the way I collect my figures, is either 12 scale or 6 scale. I collect whichever one comes out looking more like the figure that I remember as either a kid watching the cartoon or watching the movie. Let it be either 6 scale or 112 scale. Whichever one looks exactly from what I remember, I always buy that one first. And then when time comes around, when I have enough money saved up, let's just say I get the 12 scale first, I'll get the 6 scale one afterwards. But just being selective. I think the ones who are leaving are probably the ones who are, I don't want to say it's in the wrong way, but kind of like, like going into the hype where they're pre-ordering things. They were pre-ordering things when they first were announced and watching other streams or even streams like this, jumping into the hype of buying figures, and maybe they just
You see also people selling figures that they were released maybe a month ago.
Exactly.
They don't have time yet to enjoy the figure, and they are already selling out so
The
fast.
Venom figure. There was a
This
big
is
hype
like
for the Venom
this
figure.
is like panic buying or something like that. That you buy a figure and then in 2 or 3 weeks, oh, I don't need it anymore. Or sometimes life happens. I'm not saying everyone is the same. Sometimes something happens and you really need the money for some urgent thing. But
Yeah,
that's why.
the thing is
That's
that
why. Wait.
it's common.
That's why I always said in the streams that if you have like me, if you have a family, if you have kids and anything, I will never depend on emergency money from selling figures. You need to have money on the side that you will need for any emergency. I will not sell my figures to pay for any something that happened, right?
It's all about budgeting.
Exactly. So that's why budgeting is quite important, especially when you have a family. If you are single, it's easier, but when you have a family, you have other obligations, right? And but yeah, it's like because I sometimes I scroll through the Facebook groups and you see so many selling posts every day from figures that are new, and I see on Reddit and so many places people are saying, I'm considering leaving. Maybe the prices are too high now. I cannot afford. But then you also see collectors like in 1 month they get 60 figures, and I like, oh Jesus, 60
That was
figures
back
in
in
a
the
month.
days with this.
These
Yeah.
I think it was those days.
this is not a good sign, because when you get so much figures in 1 month, it's not a good sign. Unless you are FABIO, of course.
I wish I got 60 in 1 month. My God.
What was the maximum you got in 1 month, if you remember? Maximum.
Whenever they released the Mark 50, because I ordered 6 Mark 50s. So,
Whoa.
so whatever came out that
Not
month on top of the Mark 60s, that's what I got.
That's a lot. Conquer Knight in the house. How are you? Hey, Jedi Knight. Love that Terminator by you.
Oh, he's a beauty.
The T800 is an amazing figure. Fabio, you got this T800. It never flake on you. The jacket.
None of the Terminators, none of them have flaked.
And
that
you never
one,
used anything on him, right?
never. I've never touched my figures with anything. The only thing I recently purchased was this, which I've told you guys about. I had made a trade, and the person, I guess, got smoked around the collection, and the figures that I got in the trade were the So Toys Flash, like the black Flash and then the red Flash. And I guess that material, the smell got stuck on it, and I couldn't get. And then the third figure was the Dark Spider from So Toys as well, from Into the Spider-Verse. And no matter what I did, actually, Local Lou gave me a tip as well. It didn't work. So I was like, I got to do something. So I bought this spray. Let me tell you something. This thing is amazing. Any smell, and it's water-based, so it's not going to damage anything. And it removes literally my figures. I didn't even bring them to the basement because of the fear of the smell. Cigarette smell will take over your entire place. Doesn't matter how much is on there. Just that smell will kill your entire space. So I didn't even bring them downstairs for that reason. I left them upstairs in the kitchen. I treated them with the spray in the kitchen for days. I literally sprayed them for, I think it was 6-7 days. So I was spraying one day, skip a day, spray them again, skip a day, spray them a day. And I did that for about 4 days. And when I came back to check them, not even a hint of cigarette. So I was happy about that. But yeah, I don't use any chemicals in my figures, on the jackets, nothing. Because I feel like that will, damage it more. It may not, but that's my, thought process, and I'd rather not.
Is that bottle called Febreze?
No, it's zero odor. No, it's not Febreze, but it's like a heavy duty thing. But it's water based, so I wasn't afraid of it damaging anything, because again, it's water, so I could just dab it dry and that's it.
Yeah, that are good tips. I bought one figure one time that it came also from a collector who smoked. I place it outside. I remove the clothes. I wash the clothes. I did everything. The smell wouldn't go out. The smell stayed there like forever. That's a smell that will never go out. And
that's why I was afraid of bringing them down, because I knew that smell was going to ruin. If I would have put it in a detolf with anything else, everything else would have caught that
The
same
whole
smell.
detolf.
look,
Yep.
there's a guy, a store near my home, that he sells hot toys and figures, but the guy, he smokes inside the store. So any hot toys we'll get from him, that box, and I'm sure the inside of the box will stink because the smoke goes everywhere. And he's always sitting on the desk in the computer smoking.
Jeez.
And around him is all hot toys boxes. You have 3-0 hot toys, you have statues, you have everything. And I think some of the statues are even a bit stained because
Right.
of the smoke.
They'll change color. I actually had I've had 2 figures that I bought online that they didn't disclose that they smoked.
They
Maybe they
smoked.
just didn't notice the smell. But I had to use dryer sheets for a while.
That's
I
what I
put them
did.
in.
Local
they
Lou
actually
told me
worked.
that. Well, that didn't work for me. He said, he's like, so he goes, wet them. He goes, wrap the figure around them, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then leave it there for days. I left it there for 4 days. Didn't do anything. So I was like, you know
Wow.
what? Let me buy something. Yeah. But I did try that.
Yeah, because I've tried Febreze, didn't touch it. I left it outside for a while. I've heard like coal, because doesn't coal absorb?
Absorbs, yeah. But what do you,
But,
the
but how
figure
messy is that going to
black,
be?
yeah,
Right.
you'll ruin the figure.
So
It will be very messy.
I got a question for P-Rock regarding the collectors leaving, because I know you collect NECA as well, right?
Mhm.
Do you ever see a scenario where times get tough, so you stop collecting hot toys and you just kind of mainly focus on NECA because it's cheaper and you could still collect? Is that an option, or would you just be all in or all out?
No, I won't be. I'm enjoying the 6 scale stuff. So I think the NECA stuff, I cut back my 12 scale stuff, smaller scale
Okay.
stuff.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
Turtles, Dragon Ball, like a few anime stuff. That's about it. Stuff that they don't have at 6 scale.
Right.
So now, but then now they're starting to come out, like 3-0 starting to come out, a lot of the anime stuff. So now that they're coming out of that, so I'm definitely picking those up. But I don't know. I definitely come back on what I it's about, like Fabio said, it's about anything. I'll go big bad toy store, payday. Like, all right, what 5 figures am I gonna buy? I didn't see anything I want, so I'll just start going through the best sellers and just start buying things. So it got to the point where I just, at that time, I had a smaller place, so I just ran out of space quick. So then those figures I didn't sell, I just gave away to my nieces and nephews, gifts and stuff like that. And then from there I stopped. Ever since I jumped into 6 scale stuff, I've been more selective.
Yeah,
I don't think I would just stick to, I can't just stick to 1 scale, I don't think.
And Benekin, a member of the channel in the house, how are you, my friend? And everyone agreeing here about the smell of the tobacco is really horrible. If you do smoke, at least don't smoke inside. Go outside, because
And that's one thing. That's one thing you guys got to be careful with when you do trades and stuff. Make sure 100% before anything else. Do you smoke? Are you around any smoke? That'll ruin. Doesn't matter. The figure could be brand new. It'll ruin everything. So just always make sure that the person you're getting anything from doesn't smoke or isn't around smoke.
And since we were talking here about the NECA turtles, and I invited, not me, I entered in the group that they were doing a 1/6 scale turtles, and I invited Graham and Fabio. And with the situation it is now, and you saw the prices, they were thinking about 1,500 for one turtle.
For which one?
Yeah.
Well,
No
I
go.
will never
Is there-
spend $6,000
Wait, what was
on
this?
4 turtles.
Hey, what?
He's a customizer. He's doing
Oh,
the set of
heck no.
4 turtles.
Oh, you have pictures? I didn't see.
I invite you to the group.
Oh no, I didn't get
entered
any.
in that.
No, I didn't get anything.
So-
That's what I'm asking.
Later I send you. They sent some photos, the 3D renderings of the turtles, and they were going to start, and they were saying that it would be around 1,500 one turtle.
1/6.
1,500 per turtle?
Yes. One turtle, 1,500.
Oh,
Each
heck
one.
no.
Yeah, that's too expensive. I think everyone on the comments were quite. We thought it would be a bit cheaper. It's a bit higher.
Not
But
cheap.
surprisingly, there were people also saying for them it's okay. they want to get this set. You are spending $6,000 on 4 turtles.
And one thing I noticed about these customs too, they're never 100%. They never look 100%. I've seen pictures of them fully finished, and I feel like, yeah, they look good, but I feel like not for that price. You know what I mean? I would never. There was one figure that I really wanted. I don't know if you guys saw. I forget who made it. It was and I've spoken about this before. It was the Pablo Escobar custom that they did. I don't know if you guys saw it. This thing I think it sold for $2,000. That's one figure. Like, me being Colombian, born and raised Colombian, that's one figure that I was like, even though it's a notorious person, like, I wanted the figure. I was like, oh, if there's a figure that I should get, it's this one. I found out the price. The guy's like, oh yeah, $2,000. It'll be done next year. You have plenty of time to pay for it. I was like, I'm good. But the figure apparently is out now, so I don't know what happened.
Is that the one that they had the mount, like they had the 3D renderings of like them staying sideways and forward?
I think so. Yeah.
Those, they did look nice, but dang, 1,500. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's
but
like a
1,500.
statue right there.
1,500. I'm thinking about the 4 because you will not get only one. You need to get the 4
can't,
of
yeah, you
them.
gotta get
And the 4 of them will run you $6,000.
Yeah.
For as much
Yeah.
as I love turtles, I'm pretty happy with the quarter scale from NECA that I spent $400 and they look amazing.
I agree.
And they look amazing. It's one of those figures that I always look at them and I always think they did an amazing job with these turtles, because NECA really did a very good job. And you can see Graham as the 4 of them on the model cases over there.
Yeah,
And
they
they
look,
Fit
look very
with an
nice.
inch to spare.
I met a guy making a custom 1/6,800 Terminator endoskeletons, fully metal and completely
Wow.
articulated, $4,000. There you
See,
go.
but that's cool. That's cool because, all metal, fine, but not for $4,000. Absolutely not happening. It better be dipped in silver or gold or something. Nope.
And DK Damon, he was with us in a Collecting Unite show last week. How are you, my friend? So far, the most I've paid for a full custom figure is just under 500. I think most people are okay with that, paying under 500 for a custom figure, but the real expensive ones, they go much more than that. Trimble does with a comment saying, I smoke. That would not bother me unless he smokes unfiltered. Even then, maybe. I don't smoke, so I don't know what means unfiltered. The smell is different?
I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't know. Or cigars.
I don't smoke.
I think any smell will
Yeah, you
pass
just got to
on.
think about people that don't smoke, because it is a really harsh smell, and then it also can discolor the clothes. So I mean, that's the biggest factors. But yeah, I mean, I smoke cigars, but I don't do it in my house, so I just do it outside.
Yeah, he said any white, if you smoke, yellow becomes a new color.
Right.
Yeah.
That happened to
Bob
my
Dylan saying,
figure, and I don't smoke.
I think you just have to ask if they smoke, not if there is a smell. The smoker will become nose deaf to the smell and may honestly be able to
Sometimes
not
they lie.
perceive it. It's true. It's true. I think this is true. Sometimes they lie. P-Rock, don't be like that. You need to have more faith in people.
No, I've had bad experience with some stores where I buy a figure, they'll say it's excellent condition, and they'll basically
Smoke
color
free.
Well, no, I never had to smell one, but I had like pleather issues. People say, "Oh, excellent condition," and I'll get it, and you can tell they colored a marker over it, the parts that were peeling. So when I got it, I had to basically do the whole refund and stuff like that.
That's
happened to me. Yeah, I know. I hate doing that. When I sell, the few times I did sell, I made sure I gave that person the best experience. Like as if they were getting a new figure in the store somehow. It sucks when you get those bad sellers will sell you those crappy stuff and they lie to you.
Right.
It happens.
Just want to unload it.
Yeah. PayPal is good. PayPal's a good thing.
Yeah, PayPal is quite safe for I think I don't know much about PayPal, but I think all of you, if you sell, you always use goods and service, right? Never use friends and family. That's the recommendation. Normal people.
No, if you buy, you should use goods, because then you can protect yourself. Because it's when you're doing friends and family, I don't think there's really a way to get that back. I mean, or it's a lot harder.
Like friends and family is just like you are giving money.
Yep.
To
Here's
friend
a
or
birthday gift. Here's $50.
Okay.
But you also don't get taxed on that if you're selling something. So some sellers would rather have it be friends and family so that they're not going to get hit tax season.
Yeah, and eBay just sent an email pretty much stating that it's a nightmare what they have to go through now with these new 1099K laws. So they're trying to get us to call our representatives, our congressmen, and our people to try to fight that.
Oh.
Yeah, I got that in the mail and on my email a few days ago, maybe like 4 days ago. So that's what they're trying to do now because they don't want to bother because they're saying it's a headache for them.
Well, it's going to be a headache for us too because let's
Correct.
say I bought something and I did take a hit on it. They're going to still try to tax me for it, and then I got to provide receipts and stuff like that showing I didn't make money.
Correct. You're going to have all your proof of purchases. You're going to have, all that stuff in line because all they're going to show is that you made this much money.
Yep.
All profit, no taxes taken out. So that's going to be the issue with that. But try to keep as much, the receipts, as possible because God forbid you get audited and forget it.
Right.
And JP talking about that Pablo Escobar saying that maybe a third-party company will make it from the TV show on Netflix that was also well watched. I could see a third party like Present Toys doing a Pablo Escobar or something like that.
This was the original, the guy Pablo Escobar that they made, and the figure looked okay. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is
no. They made the real Pablo Escobar, right? Not from the movies.
Correct. Yeah, it was the real guy, and so, like I said, it looked fine. It had a heavier body. The guy was doing a lot of different. He did a tie, like a fancy tie. He had a suit. He had a nice shirt, shoes. He did the suitcase with the cocaine and the money. He did a lot of really cool stuff. He had a bracelet on, a gold bracelet on. I think he had a watch. He had a necklace or something. He, very detailed, but $2,000. I was like, I'm good.
And still with that thing of the smoke, Tremble Less is saying, if I sell anything, just be a good seller. Always tell them whatever you're selling was exposed to cigarette smoke. Don't be that dude. And it's true.
Going back to selling really quick, Fabs, do you know what the percentages that the tax is going to be on selling stuff?
Well, it all depends on your tax bracket at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's how you get taxed depending on where your income is going to be and whatever your deductions are, which you're not getting any anyway. But, so that's how that works. So it's added to your income. And then you got to figure out, I think you're going to end up having to make a Schedule C, it's called. It's like your own little side business. It's like your own business. So that's set up on the taxes as that. And then that's when you get to write off. There's a line specifically, for things that you can write off from that money because it's going to be a straight income, whatever, $5,000, $2,000, as if you make $2,000 with no tax taken out. So that's how that's going to affect the taxes. But your job is to say, well, this is my deductions from this money. Boom, 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 boom. And that's how it's lowered from, let's say you sold $2,000, you could lower it down to $500, so you'll get hit on $500 profit rather than $2,000 profit.
Right.
That's how that works. And I know that because my wife's an accountant, so.
Good to know.
Here, Bob Dylan is saying, a small plug. I'm one of the admins for the North American BST group. If anyone has good or bad experience with seller or buyers, please DM me on Facebook. It keeps us all safer. North American BST group. I'm not in this group. This maybe is the groups.
That's that Korean dance group.
I'm not in this group. Yeah, but it's a pity the situation we are living in, even for collecting and everything. And Hot Toys, like Fabio said, will not lower the prices anytime soon. It will keep as it is. With InArt coming into the game with their prices a bit higher, it will not help anything. It will just make our wallets hurt more. I think it's a consensus from all of us right here. And we are going to finish this up. We are hitting almost a 2 hour mark. And You guys need to sleep. I need to get to work. So, Graham, what's happening in your channel? When we will have that live stream about the module cases? Everyone is waiting, I'm sure.
Well, first and foremost, Joao, thank you so much for inviting me on the stream. You three gentlemen are some of my favorite guys to chat with about Hot Toys, so it's always a pleasure. Just had my live stream last night with Joao on it, so you guys, if you haven't seen that, check that out. We talk about a lot of great stuff last night. Last week, I actually did a video on where not to display your collection, and part of that was in a smoking environment, so check that out as well. This week, I don't know if I'm going to be coming out with stuff because I got some family things going on, so I don't know if I'm going to have time to create a video. I was kicking around the idea of maybe doing a live stream unboxing of my RoboCop, maybe a night this week. So if you guys want to see that, hit me up on IG and maybe I'll do that. And then I did talk to Mario, and maybe not next Monday, but the Monday after that, we might do the Modu case Q&A. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Good. Please remember to subscribe to Jedi Knight's Watch on YouTube.
Well, is that a new microphone?
Which one?
One you got right now, the
The
microphone
one
you're using
that's
right now.
glowing in front of your face. The
Is that
red
new?
one, that
Mine?
one?
Yeah, yours.
Haven't you understand that yet? I'm telling all these live stream until now in the last 2 hours. I'm always saying subscribe to Jedi Knight's Watch. He have amazing videos about module cases. He offered me this microphone.
Oh, I didn't know
why-
that's me. I didn't know.
That's
I
why.
just noticed that
that's-
now because you had the other one with the little filter in front of it.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I changed because I had a lot of problems with
I
it.
believe you too, you movie freak.
I had a lot of problems with my Blue Yeti. I was always getting static noise. I don't know what's the problem. What the problem was with that, and I had to change. But yeah, Fabio, what's going on? What unboxings are we going to see from you? I see you have 2 boxes there in the back.
No,
It's
these
that new
are-
stuff.
No, this is the Toys Era, the Menace, the Green Goblin. I
Okay.
sold them. Somebody that I know wanted him when it was sold out, so I sold it to him, and then I just got it back. What am I opening up soon? Oh, I still got to open the Godfather figure with the tux. I haven't opened him yet. I opened the other 2, but not that one. I also have to do my collection tour for my giveaway as well. That's coming probably at the end of the month, but I got to start working on that now. And what else am I supposed to be getting? Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting a few other things soon, so stay tuned for that.
Great. How about you, my friend P-Rock? Any live stream coming? Any review?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I should have a review coming out tomorrow and then another one coming out on Friday. Saturday I should do I will be doing my next live stream. Like I said, it's just a hangout spot for adult collectors because it's a little, the language is a little up there, and just as if you were all hanging in the bar. Just imagine if we were hanging like in a bar or like a lounge or something. We're all just
Oh,
talking.
now I get why you didn't invite me.
I did invite you, I did invite him.
This guy.
Whoa.
Anyways, whatchamacallit? It's more like as if a bunch of collectors are hanging out, and it's more of responding to the chat too. Like
You didn't invite me too, but it's okay.
I didn't. I'm gonna freaking pull these texts right now. Anyways,
It's fine.
it's fine.
You're still
But
my
yeah.
boy.
Oh, man.
That sounded crazy. Bye. Yeah. So I should have. That's gonna be happening Saturday, more likely at 11:30. Depends what time the UFC fights end, and just warming myself up to get back to my actual more serious live streams weekly. But for now, it's just the reviews and the Saturday one.
Amazing. So I think that's all for today. As for my channel, I just dropped yesterday the Squid Game, the Squid Soldier, the 1/6 scale review. You can go to check it out. And I will have more reviews coming this week, but I'm not sure what I will be receiving because the shipping here is taking a lot recently. And I will finish with this comment: Russians are so damn funny. We don't have Russians here. And Batman asking,
Then location.
I love this show, Big Brother. Why did you change your name? You can check my channel. There is a video all about that. It's quite a long explanation, but I explained that. And Mario, of course, this is
Oh my
the
God.
last comment to finish. Fabs, don't worry about it. I didn't get invited either. So
I'm
no
not-
one got
All right,
invited.
so this is
for
gonna
P-Rock
happen.
stream.
So this is gonna happen.
That's
So
the
when I do
conclusion
the
from this
stream,
live
when I
stream.
do the stream,
Nobody
I'm gonna
got
do
it.
a live. I'm like boop boop. I'm gonna show them live.
Nobody got invited, but he had somebody behind him the entire stream. Unbelievable.
No, that guy lives near me, so that's another
Yeah,
collect that
he broke
lives
into your house
near
and got
me.
invited. Unbelievable.
I thought was your bodyguard, you know, because he was
Right,
always
that's a big guy.
there.
That's his macho man. That was my macho man.
Yeah, but it's the best way to close a live stream is with people in the comments just also agreeing that you don't invite.
Come
the
on,
people-
man. That's what I'm
the
saying.
people that are- people that are-
Watch Saturday. You guys don't watch Saturday. I'm gonna freaking invite these guys, and you're gonna see them. You're gonna see their reply say, "Oh, no, I'm busy. Oh, no,
Now,
I'm sorry."
to tell the truth, P-Rock did message me asking
See?
me to join, and I said it was Sunday, and what was not. I was not
You know, guys
available.
explain. I read.
No,
I read.
no. Well, to tell you the truth, to tell you guys the truth, I wasn't invited anyway. So
You what, motherfucker?
I wasn't.
No problem. I'm sure he will invite you. He will invite you for the next one.
No, he won't.
Post that
He
shit
will.
on
So yes, guys, that's all for today.
Bob doesn't
We
drink.
will
He doesn't
see
drink
you
coffee.
in the
He
next
doesn't drink
week.
alcohol. He doesn't.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Boy. Boy.